Good evening, English speakers. Today we're doing a vocabulary lesson featuring this word, discipline, and its related adjectives. That's right, this word has more than one adjective form. There are a number of words in the English language which are like this. They have more than one word in any given form. For example, they might have multiple noun forms, they might have multiple verb forms, multiple adjective forms. And in this case, this word discipline has two adjective forms, and they're each used differently. So discipline as a noun refers to the idea of controlling a person's behavior. And that could be the behavior of a person, an animal, or any sentient being. That includes aliens, monsters, ghosts. To discipline another person or to discipline an animal can mean to teach or train them to behave well, or it can mean to punish them to stop them from behaving badly. For example, people often say that parents should discipline their kids and pet owners should discipline their pets. Next, we're going to look at one of the adjective forms, and that is disciplined with ed on the end. It's a participle adjective, and it's usually used with the word well in front of it. We often say that a child is well disciplined or a dog is well disciplined. And when we say that someone or something is well disciplined, we mean that they are well behaved. And we are also kind of implying that they're well behaved because they've been taught to behave well by their parent or their owner. You can also say that a person is self-disciplined. And this is slightly different because we're talking about disciplining ourselves, not being disciplined by somebody else. So when we say that a person is self-disciplined, we mean that they have a lot of self-control. They're able to make themselves do difficult things even though they're difficult. For example, studying every day can be boring and tiring. It's not something that's easy for a lot of people. But if you're self-disciplined, even when you're feeling tired, even when you're feeling bored, even when you just don't want to study, you would still study every single day. You're self-disciplined. You can make yourself do what you're supposed to do. Now, before we talk about the second adjective form of discipline, I want to remind you that there is a $10 free lesson credit offer for new users of italki. You've just got to use the link in my bio. Click the link, you'll find a button that says free $10 italki lesson credit. Make your first purchase and you'll get $10 towards your second lesson. All right, let's get into the second adjective form. So we use the participle adjective, disciplined, to describe good behavior, to describe people, animals, sentient beings. When we're talking about behavior, we use disciplined. But when we're describing anything else, we use the other adjective form, and that is disciplinary. The pronunciation is disciplinary. We stress the first syllable, dis, and the third syllable, nare, disciplinary. So one common way that this word disciplinary is used is in the phrase disciplinary action. Disciplinary action means punishment, basically, something that someone does in response to bad behavior. Disciplinary action. It's a very formal word. You're going to hear this used a lot in offices, workplaces, and maybe even in schools or universities. For example, Billy was caught downloading porn on the university computers, so as disciplinary action, the university expelled him. Now, if you can think of any other examples where the word disciplinary is used, type it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your input as well, because honestly, I can't think of any other examples where disciplinary is commonly used. And lastly, before I go, I'm going to leave you with a bonus. There is another meaning for the noun discipline. Same spelling, same pronunciation, but completely different meaning. Discipline as a noun can also mean skill or area of expertise. For example, teaching is a discipline. Playing football can be a discipline. Marketing can be a discipline. Sales can be a discipline. Cooking can be a discipline.